This is James Lupton, delighted to be joined with Hannah Robinson. Hannah, how are you?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Just sharpening up before my debut, so feeling good.
That's it. A few days away now, really. For fight week. What's the sort of process for you now at this stage of your camp?
All the hard work's done now, really. So this week's just about like staying fresh and doing like little short, sharp bursts, and yeah, just feeling good, really.
I'm sure you've probably thought about this pro debut for a long, long time now, waiting for it to come and not knowing what to expect, I suppose, at times as well. What are you expecting?
Um, yeah, I'm not sure really. I just want to enjoy it. Like they say, you only get one pro debut, so I just want to go out there and soak it all up. And yeah, I've got lots of like friends and family going because it's quite local as well. So I haven't boxed local. It's been like on GB. I've boxed internationally, and I haven't boxed up north for so long. So it'd be nice to box in front of a home crowd.
Does it make it a little bit sweeter to have your debut so close to home and having so many friends and family there?
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't really want it any other way, really. I've got a few opportunities to box elsewhere and beforehand, but it's worked out really well that this show, VIP show, is up in the northeast, and it's only about half an hour from my house, so yeah, I'm buzzing with that.
Can't go wrong, can you? Nice short trip home as well
Yeah,
afterwards.
exactly.
It feels like this day has been a long time coming. Like since you announced you're turning over, you said there a few fights sort of came up and a few shows came up, but nothing's actually happened. Has it been a frustrating period for you?
Yeah, definitely. Like I left GB in summer last year, so it's like almost a year now, really. I was meant to be making my debut before Christmas, but I got an injury. I got a stress fracture in my spine, so I had to sort of rest for about 3 months, like over Christmas, and then just been building back up since then. But I'm pleased in a way because it's give us chance to get to know the gym environment down here, work with Jamie and Nigel on things, and yeah, and have a little bit of a break from GB because it was so full on as well. Having that break before I turned pro, it's been frustrating, but it's also been a blessing as well.
Talked about the injury, spinal injuries sounds serious. What was that like to deal with, overcome and spend so long out of the gym and not being able to train what you used to?
Yeah, it's from going from GB, from training like 3 times a day to just being ordered to rest and do nothing. Like mentally, it was quite challenging. But I was doing my master's degree at the same time, and I had my dissertation due in, so it did give us the opportunity to get that done. So I had a lot of free time to do that, and yeah, once I'd sort of come to accept the injury that I had to rest, and yeah, just focused on like other areas in my life that I hadn't had chance to focus on for a long time while I've been on GB. So yeah, it was nice, and I came back refreshed, hungry, and wanting to go. So yeah, it was good.
So before the injury, how did you juggle education, boxing and life?
Yeah, it was difficult. There was times like, why on earth have I decided to do this? But I quite like having something outside of boxing as well that take my mind off the sport. Sometimes it gets a bit hard, so it's nice to have something outside of that to focus on. So but yeah, it was a bit of a challenge, and the uni were quite understanding. Like they gave us extensions for quite most of the work, and I did it over a long period of time. But yeah, I'm pleased it's over now. I can just focus on my boxing.
I can imagine. In terms of activity, obviously normally, debutants come over and they'll fight 3, 4, 5 times in the first year. Is that what you're hoping for?
Yeah, I'm hoping to be busy now, and now I've got the ball rolling. I just want to be active and get as much experience as I can, really. So yeah, hopefully after this fight, have a week or so, and then just get back in the gym and continue to work on things. Now I've got this bit of momentum behind us. I feel great.
What's the main differences between training at GB, to clearly intensity 3 times a day, etc., to then relocating to Manchester and training with Nigel and Jamie, and when you're surrounded by other pros at different stages of their career?
Yeah, it's completely different, and it's took us a while to adjust, really. And Nigel and Jamie have helped us do that. That you don't need to be like 100% all the time. You've got a date to peak for, and you work yourself up and build up to that date rather than just hammering yourself all the time. And Yeah, it has took some adjusting too. There is some similarities in the fact that I go back home at weekends, come down here and train in Manchester during the week, and that was a bit like GB where I sort of travel to Sheffield, train there, and travel back at weekends. So it's similar in that respect, but yeah, it's a lot more chilled, and there's a lot more sort of focusing on yourself and taking charge of your own training.
Not only that, it's obviously serious work when we're in the gym, but also they like to have a laugh. You can't not have a laugh when Nigel Terrace is around.
Yeah.
Obviously Jamie as well, they're an influence on each other.
Yeah.
And it is comical at times. The amount of times we're down there watching, or even just seeing their social media posts. What's that aspect of it like? 'Cause it's not as serious at times.
Yeah, and I think you need that because it's such a hard sport, and it is quite a serious and hard sport. You can get hurt, and you know you have to train really hard. So to have a bit of a sense of humour and a joke, I think you need that to. You want to look forward to coming to the gym, and I do. Like I look forward to seeing everyone in the gym. It's a good atmosphere, and they're good people to be around.
Every boxer gets into a sport to become a world champion. Aside from that, what are you hoping for when you finish your career? Say, 10, 15 years time, looking back on your career and your legacy, what are you hoping that people say about you?
I'm hoping people say that I have sort of haven't ducked any fights. I've developed. I've shown what I'm capable of. I think. Obviously, I do want to win a world title. And yeah, just that I want to be able to look back on my career and say that I've enjoyed it as well. Like enjoyed the journey, and yeah, that's it really.
I mean, like you mentioned there, you want to win a world title. Obviously, like I say, every boxer gets in sport for that. It's their ambition. In terms of length of time, speed, you've got this amateur pedigree. How quickly do you feel you can win a world title, or do you try not to rush it?
Yeah, I feel like as a female, it is a lot quicker to win a world title than a male. The depth of talent isn't quite there, and like you say, I've got a very good amateur pedigree, so I'm not starting from scratch really. I can be moved quite quickly, but I also I want to learn as well. I want to learn every fight. So and then when I get to a world title, I want to be able to say I'm a fully rounded fighter. So.
And just finally, I want to speak to you a little bit about probably the major female fight coming up. And that's a rematch between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano on Netflix, on the undercard of Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. First of all, just talk about Serrano and Taylor and what they mean to you as a fighter.
They're sort of they're the original they've sort of paved the way for female boxing, and massive respect for Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, and they've brought that attention to the sport, and yeah, they're two legends, and I'm not a favourite to either really. Whoever wins, it'll be a great fight.
Do you have a prediction at all?
I think Serrano, I think Serrano might get it this time.
What do you make of, so you're entering a sport at this time where, like I say, there, Netflix are getting involved. We've got Saudi Arabia bringing massive events. They've brought together Queensberry and Matchroom, which everyone thought was impossible. Yeah. You're coming to the sport at a really, really good time. It's growing massively, and there's a lot of money being pumped into the sport as well. Do you feel this is the best time to get involved in the sport over the last, say, 10, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, definitely. I remember when I first started boxing, I never even thought I could ever make a living out of it as a professional. And to see the way, especially female boxing, to see the way that's developed, even over the last 5 years. So who knows where it'll be in another 5 to 10 years. There'll be a lot more money involved, especially when it starts to creep over into Saudi and stuff like that. I think. And as the depth of talent gets better as well, you'll see bigger fights, bigger money, and it'll be great.
Absolutely. Hannah, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it, and all the best of luck for your debut on Saturday.
Thank you. Cheers.